Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Albany, and today I'm going to do my book review on the main reading book for the Avatar readathon that I decided to be a part of, and that book is, ta-da, this one, The Rise of Kyoshi. And it's a companion novel, a prequel as you will, to the TV show Avatar The Last Airbender, and it's written by the creators of the show, FCE and Michael Dante DiMartino. And it is Avatar Kyoshi, so it's the rise of Kyoshi, who played a part in helping Aang earthbend. So yeah, this book has about, let's see, 442 pages, and I believe I got this book like on a Saturday, and then I finished it like Thursday at like 2 a.m. So from Saturday, so I did Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it took me about 5 days to read it. I probably could have, if I was like off part of the days where I had the book, I probably would have read it much faster. But it's a fast-paced, easy read, especially if you know the history and the story of Avatar and the bending history or whatever. If you watch the show, then it's kind of, you just diving back into the world. It's not kind of like relearning the world. But this book in particular is about Kyoshi, who was orphaned, and she was living in a small town, and that small town basically shunned her. They didn't really help her. They didn't even try to feed her. And the previous Avatar died at an earlier age than usual, and it was taking much longer for the Avatar's companion, the friends of that said Avatar, to find the Avatar, the new Avatar, the reincarnated Avatar. And they came to this town in particular, and she chose one of the items that they use to determine who is the Avatar, but she kind of just runs away, and they didn't really believe it was like her or whatever. But eventually, when they did find who they thought was the Avatar, they planted the seed, not planted the seeds, but they built like a house, a training house for that said Avatar in that town, and also those masters had took her in, and so she ended up becoming the companion, or not companion, but a friend, and not kind of servant, like she worked for them, but she basically worked at the mansion, and she became the companion friend of that said Avatar. But eventually the master started noticing that it was something wrong with that Avatar that they thought, and then she was exhibiting that she could be the Avatar, and eventually it's discovered that she is the Avatar, but nobody really believed it was her. And yeah, we kind of something similar like in the show happened, where one of the masters kills her father figure, and also that other said Avatar who was her friend, and that kind of leads her to not trust him at all, and she leaves and she joins a group of criminals, and that's who teaches her how to bend some of the elements. So yeah, so that's kind of like and then her revenge is to basically kill that master who had killed that father figure and her friend. So she kind of just goes on that journey. So yeah, so that's the book in a nutshell. Now let's get into what I like and what I didn't like. So honestly, what I didn't like, I don't think it's anything that I didn't like about it. I feel like books like this that's like based off of a TV show or like a prequel, or I don't know if this is middle grade or young adult. I feel like it's middle grade don't quote me on that, but I usually don't. It's like a fun read, so I don't really sit there and analyze and judge. So I really don't. I can't say that I didn't have any. I don't have anything to say negative about the book. What I did really like, I actually liked the villain. I liked that the villain in Kyoshi was like a contrast. Like it was between this, you know, what's good and what's evil. Like the Avatar, kind of, they have to, in a way, even though they're supposed to be the positive figure, the savior, like they kind of still have to choose between, you know, who to save and who not to save. If this is a criminal killing people, should I kill this person? Even though, you know, some of them didn't kill people, but I like the contrast of, even though the master that she was trying to kill, he also did good and he did bad, and I like that contrast. So I did like the villain in the sense, well, one of the villains in the sense, and I just like seeing, I remember in the show, like I think it was like a shock to Aang that, you know, that she was a part of a criminal organization in a way, and that kind of enlightened him in a little bit. So it was, I love seeing how that had played out, how she got involved, why her bending struggled, and what was the cause of that, because of her heritage. Oh, I also like that, I can't remember in the TV show, I didn't get a chance to rewatch some of the episodes, but I can't remember if they were as like inclusive, like basically it was, in this book they included a female to female romantic interest. I don't remember, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, if they had that in the TV show, but I did like that the book incorporated that. That was interesting. I guess if I did say it, if it was one thing that I didn't like about it, was that I gotta wait for a second book. Like I didn't do my research beforehand if it was going to be a series or not, but it is definitely going to be a series. So now I gotta wait 2020 for the next book, because it ended with like some questions, like it ended with two things that I think that happened that I want to be explained. So hopefully in the second book that those two things will be explained in a way that it was kind of similar to the Avatar on the TV show, and that the Avatar didn't go through, well, Kyoshi didn't go through the typical Avatar training that is, I guess, typical expected. I like that you know, she ran away, and that she, you know, met a group of people that you wouldn't expect, and you know, they all came like a family to her, and they was traveling, and then, you know, she had to choose between right and wrong, and I had liked that. I had liked that the lines was blurred, because in reality lines sometimes are blurred, and in the end she still chose the right thing to do. So I did like that. And I had liked the criminals. Like the criminals wasn't even all that criminally. The criminals wasn't even all that bad. I had really liked, even though the people that they killed in the book, I'm so upset that they killed them. Why did they kill them? But I definitely, so yeah, I say definitely a lot. So that concludes my review of The Rise of Kyoshi. I would say I would definitely give it, I say definitely too much. I would give the book a, overall for nostalgia purposes, a 5 out of 5. I'm not that hard on books, honestly. I don't think I'm that hard. But for this book, for nostalgia, the plot, the characters, the imagery, 5 out of 5. I really liked, yeah, I like the villain, I like the hero, the blurred lines of the hero. I think they did a really good job of bringing Kyoshi to life, and I can't wait for the next book. So yeah, so stay tuned for my next video. It will be out shortly, okay? So just keep staying tuned to me. I greatly appreciate it, and you know, like, comment, and subscribe.